They've got Howard. Jamari Carroll is out there with Montejunas. Then it's Lawson. And it's Mr. Moves in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Monroe's shot is good. Raptors trail by 9. Now Lawson. There's a good screen. Now the pass to Mr. Moves. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. 4th, Greg Monroe.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Nets leading by 9. Irving with the ball. Millsap a screen. Durant attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Montejunas. There's a screen. And here's Lawson. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Can't get it to go.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Lawson outside. Montejunas a screen on Monroe. Lawson dishes to Howard. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Irving against Lawson. Irving passes to Millsap. From 20 feet out, Montejunas grabs the miss. Montejunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mr. Moves. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. Raptors trail by 9. Now, here is Lawson. Carroll with the 3. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
3-pointer. And the Nets, another 3.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
Toronto calls timeout. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Pass to Mr. Moves. And again, Toronto no up.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Irving kicks to Harris. Monroe right side. 17-foot shot on the way. And that's good for 2. Monroe's got 8 points. Raptors trail by 14. Lawson kicks to Carroll. There's the pick. Pass to Mr. Moves. Shot to stop the run, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
His second personal, first team.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight. 7 of 7.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Irving. 12 points for him. Monroe outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 10 points for Craig Monroe.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Now here's Yunus. He's got 6, and Lawson, here we go. And he gets it to go. Lawson's got 13.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now Monroe kicks to Durant. On the wing, Harris. Clock at 6. Millsap a screen. Offensive rebound. Durant. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
A moment here to see some numbers for Irving. Coming off a terrific season. He put up about 22 points a game last season, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's a good ball handler. He makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup.
That free throw good from Durant. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Raptors trail by 12. Here's Lawson. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
It's been a nice game for Ty Lawson. He's got 13 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Ty Lawson.
Okay, gentlemen. Two shots. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Dwight Howard's checked in for Yunus. No good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 11. Here's Millsap. Toronto grabs the miss. Lawson dishes to Carroll. Screen by Howard. Carroll up top, defended by Durant. Here's Lawson, and it's sent back by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And Toronto making a change here. Yunus is checked in. 4 on the clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's on Kevin Durant. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Irving. He's got 12. Pass to Durant. Harris outside. There's the 3. They get the rebound. Now Monroe kicks to Durant. Over to the left wing. They shoot again. Again, Millsap missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The pass to Mr. Moves. Right wing, outside Carroll. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Carroll's got 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He made no mistake that Dwight Howard has got to be the focal point of their offense. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Toronto. They're on an 11-3 run. Lawson, and Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Lawson, and the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 4-point Nets lead.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Irving kicks to Mills. Back to Irving. Unis with the steal. Irving against Lawson. Feeds to Howard. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Howard's got 10.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now here's Durant. He's got 19. Launches it. It's rebounded by Lawson. Lawson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He kicks it to Howard. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. And 12 points for Dwight Howard.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Timeout called, the Nets.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Alec Burks comes in for Damari Carroll, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Ty Lawson. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Tucker's checked in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Irving passes to Mills. Millsap at the elbow. Trying to get back on track. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. There's a screen by Modi Yunus for the lead. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Well, you look at Mr. Moves, a great player, second in the league. And, of course, Dwight Howard. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
You know, everyone on that list had a great season, an outstanding season, and had a few things been different, their order on the list could have been reversed. I mean, a trade happens or doesn't happen, maybe an injury to a key player. Any of that could have affected where these guys ended up on the list.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Johnson, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And so he hits both. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Irving kicks to Mills. Screen by Monroe. Back to Irving. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now here's Mills. Johnson the screen. Back to Irving. Fires for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now here's Joseph. He's covered by Irving. Joseph with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 2 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Raptors lead by 4. Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Screen by Monroe. On the wing, Irving. He's got 14. Count the bucket.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Burks dishes to Maniunas. Makes it off the glass. Maniunas has got 8.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Mills. Johnson the screen. Mills passes to Johnson. Irving for 3. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
That's good from Johnson. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Raptors. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Raptors with the lead. We've got 1:18 left in the third. There's a screen by Maniunas. Here's Burks.
Doing some major skywalking right there.
Was that flight cleared for landing? Did they get the clearance?
I didn't think he was ever coming down.
Now here's Tucker. On the wing, Johnson. Burks covering. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Great positioning on the putback. Carroll's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Maniunas with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Joseph kicks to Maniunas. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 6. Irving dishes to Mills. Back to Irving. Baseline try. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Raptors up 6. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Raptors leading by 6. Setting the floor for the Nets. Paul Millsap out there with Monroe. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Irving in at the 1. Now here's Lawson inside. Howard drives in. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. Screen by Howard. Lawson against Irving. 6 on the shot clock to the left side wing. A 3-ball. Burks can't get it to go.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And Lawson with the drive. Rebound, Brooklyn. Irving's got his 5th rebound in this one. Launches a 3. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lawson the pass to Mr. Moves. Back to Lawson. Burks kicks to Howard. Here's Mr. Moves. Plays it up and puts it in. Mr. Moves got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Burks sets a screen for Lawson. Screen by Howard. And Lawson with the drive. Burks with it. Guarded now by Durant. Burks dishes to Kira. Right wing. Here's Mr. Moves. Good on the 13-footer. Mr. Moves got 4 points in the quarter.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
Now here's Durant. And that one is hammered home.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Burks with it. Defended by Durant. Here's Howard. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half. Howard giving him lots of trouble. 8 rebounds, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
One shot. One shot.
That one misses for Howard. Nets trail by 8. And here is Durant. Good. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
You know, shooting as well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guys, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
And the Raptors call time here.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Montejunas has checked in for Alec Burks. Here's Mr. Moves. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Howard. Puts up the baby hook. No luck. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Durant up top. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Brooklyn with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
Well, Paul Millsap has been getting it done. 8 rebounds, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Lawson. Pass to Mr. Moves. And that one goes long.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Millsap passes to Irving. Back to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the right block. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Lawson. Screen by Howard. But they'll get another chance. Deep 2 from Carroll. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Irving. Millsap a screen. Irving kicks to Harris. Howard against Millsap. Dishes it to Monroe. And on the way from Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Howard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kevin Durant.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Nets trail by 5. Now Irving. He feeds it to Harris. Screen by Monroe. Harris kicks to Monroe. Fast break Toronto. All alone.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here is Durant. The Raptors getting the bucket. They set the pick. No good from outside.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Mr. Moves. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Mr. Moves. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Irving against Lawson. Irving kicks to Durant. Fires the three. Again, Durant missing.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by Harris. Durant with the steal. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And he goes in for the dunk.
You got a ball game now, fellas, no doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Yeah, and little sequences like that can change the complexion of a game. Suddenly, the pressure now on the team with the lead.
And the Raptors with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. Unis has got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots.
No good on the free throw. So we can't get either to fall.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Here's Mr. Moves. Screen by Howard. Mr. Moves passes to Howard. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris with the ball. It's deflected. And Carroll gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Nets trail by 11. Irving dishes to Durant. Unloads. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Just 4 to shoot. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity. They're a pounded inside team, and that's what they're showing us.
One shot, gentlemen.
Irving with the ball. Monroe with a screen on Lawson. Irving kicks to Monroe. Offensive struggles continue, missing again, and that one's good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Irving against Lawson. Passes it to Mr. Moves. Modiunas a screen on Durant. Carroll with the three. That's good. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 9th assist in the game now. Nets trail by 17. Outside Durant. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Toronto. They're on a 19-6 run. Lawson the pass to Carroll. There's a screen by Modiunas. Here's Mr. Moves, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Now here's Carroll. In the pass to Mr. Moves. Screen by Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Howard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
You're right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, Clark, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Nets.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Mr. Moods. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Checking out the game Modiunas has been having. He's got 15 rebounds, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
And whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Howard. Burks comes in for Damari Carroll. Corey Joseph's checked in for Mr. Moves. And it's Wright in for Ty Lawson. Here's McCullough. Now the dish to Mills. Galloway, the pass to Eustis. 18 feet out. Shot's good by Mills.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now here's Joseph. And here's Burks. And he converts the layup.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Patrick Patterson. That's his 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Toronto, Chris McCullough. At the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. He doesn't get the second one. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here's Wright. To the paint, out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Burks. Misfires after coming off the pick.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.